Hi everybody, today I am taking a look at a couple of new products from Erin Condren. They wound up sending these to me, so just giving you that heads up in the first place, but as usual I will give you my honest opinions. And the biggest reason I'm not going live to talk about these like I usually have been doing is mostly because I've just been super headachy the last week or so, and I didn't want to say I was going to go live and then not feel good enough to come on. The products are the new soft cover life planner and the daily planning binder pages. We're going to start with the soft cover life planner. So they have like the soft, same as the soft cover notebooks, that bendy kind of like fake leathery feeling cover, and they bend like this and they're bound like a book. When I got this, it was the A5 size, and I was like, I wonder, did they actually also have the bigger size? Well, in fact, they do have the bigger size, but here's my first beef with the whole situation. The horizontal, which is what they sent me because that's what I use right now, only comes in A5. The vertical and the hourly only come in 8x10. And I kind of would have loved an 8x10 horizontal personally. So that's the first caveat for this whole situation. Price-wise, the softbound 8x10 planners are $35 and the A5 ones are $30. So less expensive than the standard life planner, but you can't like personalize the cover or anything. The actual covers they come with are kaleidoscope colorful, kaleidoscope neutral, shimmer charcoal, shimmer turquoise, and this is shimmer rose gold. Now, according to the list I was sent, the kaleidoscope neutral is only available in the 8x10 vertical, and the colorful kaleidoscope is available in the vertical 8x10, the 8x10 hourly, and the A5 horizontal. And then the shimmer charcoal and the shimmer turquoise are only available in the vertical. Rose gold is available in just the hourly 8x10 and the horizontal 8.5. So if you want a neutral inside of a planner, then you have to get vertical planner. All of the rest of them only come in colorful, and the cover options are limited with each one, at least from the stuff I've been sent. I don't know if they're going to change that around or not. I love the rose gold. I just wish I could get a neutral, bigger option of the horizontal. Now when you open it up, you have this life planner situation here, and this is foiled, your year-long calendar with notes, and then this little section which mirrors the section that's in the regular life planner. It's just smaller for the A5 size, and then you have a note page lined, and then you get into the months. Now the months do not have tabs, which makes sense because it's a very sleek situation here, and the outside, by the way, is also foiled. And then you have the same monthly spread, just in a smaller version for this situation here. Then you have your monthly calendar, which is basically the same as the monthly calendar that they have in the petite planners with the notes and everything else. And then here's your horizontal layout. It's basically similar to the standard horizontal layout that I use in the 7x9 planner, except that there's no box on the ends, but the calendar is still there. And if you hear noise, it's because I have kitten and kitty at my feet farting around. The horizontal boxes are also lined. And as I said, it's basically the same as the standard horizontal planner. The paper feels the same. And then at the back of it, the big difference from the regular horizontal planner is you only get a couple of extra notes pages, and that's it. Then you have your 2021 calendar with notes for the incoming year, and that's the end of it. And there's no pocket or anything on the inside. The other thing that this comes with is a single bookmark. So that is the softbound planner itself. Now the actual thing I really want to check with this particular horizontal one is, does it fit in the folio, because it's the same size as the folio. If you look at it, the folio next to it, the folio is slightly smaller than the cover of this planner, even though the paper is the right size. This is one I still have on my list to give away. P.S. I just haven't done that yet. But if we put this monthly planner in here, it hangs out just a tiny bit, but like that might annoy the shit out of some people, but it also fits in here relatively well as well. Now whether you can fit this in here with another notebook, let's see, because otherwise I don't know. I know some people like to put planners inside of covers like this just for the hell of it, but this soft cover already feels very similar to the folio, so I'm not sure why people would want to do it. But if you want to add a second notebook, like a wellness journal or something, you have to do a little adjusting. But yeah, like I said, there's a little bit of overhang, a little tiny bit of overhang here, but you can fit at least one more journal in here if you wanted to do that. So this could be a good option for people trying to, they want a whole year year they don't want the quarterly ones, that could be a good option. Now I'm assuming this is the same paper as in the regular planners, but I will do a pen test of it in a little bit when I've looked at the daily pages. But right off the bat, I'm going to tell you about this planner. I think it is absolutely beautiful. It basically looks like a bullet journal, but then when you go into it, it feels like a planner. I think that's really pretty. I am very bummed out that they don't offer the bigger size in the horizontal and that there isn't a neutral option for the horizontal in this size. I mean, I'm assuming they must have picked these sizes and color combinations specifically based on their sales. It's just a bummer for me as a horizontal. I've always joked about how the horizontal planners are the redheaded stepchild of the planner community, and this just reminds me of that. As for 30 bucks, it's, you know, it's a little pricey, but it is less expensive than buying a standard life planner. So if you were looking for a life planner, but you like one of the Erin Condren ones, but you didn't want to spend the 55, 60 bucks on it, this could be an option. I also feel like these look a little bit more professional, at least these ones with the plain covers, maybe not the horizontal, the kaleidoscope covers. They look a little bit more professional if you're going by like that kind of a standard, which I mean, part of me thinks is bogus in the first place, but let's just say you did. So that could work. I don't think I'm in the market for this particular planner at all because I like the coil binding, but I love the way this feels. I think that this is really pretty. It's really pretty. I just wish it was a different size because I like bigger. Although I will also say, I think it is a good thing that they don't have the A5 size for the vertical and the hourly, because I feel like the horizontal works well for writing smaller, but that their standard vertical and hourly layouts might be really hard to write in if it was this size. So I think it makes sense that they didn't do those in the A5. I just wish they did this layout in the 8x10. They sent me a new cover, they sent me some stickers, but the two things I really wanted to talk about were the planners. And the second one is the daily inserts for the binder system. Now, it has the same proprietary ring punch that the regular binder system has, and I specifically asked to see this one because my high schooler is currently using the daily planner for school right now, and I wanted to get their opinion on this, but they're at their dad's house right now, so I don't have their opinion. I will ask them and I'll report back when I can on what they think. But so it comes in quarterly packs. Now I opened this one, so this one's already open, but the packs just come like this in a quarterly pack. They each come with their own cover sheet. They come with the information on the back and with just a cardboard piece. They also each come with the dividers that go with the specific months, which is kind of cool. These quarterly packs are $15 each, so if you bought all 4 quarters, you would spend 60 bucks, not counting the binder. That's a little pricey. The paper feels the same as the planner, and again, this is the same as it is in the planner. This is the colorful version. The list that I received did not say whether there was a neutral version of this or not. This is a colorful version, so I don't know if there's a neutral version or not. But this is basically the same as the colorful planner, just punched for this style. And then the divider is on a cardstock, and it's got the lamination. And then here is, again, the monthly calendar, same as the standard planners. But the difference now is the layout. This is the daily layout, and this, I believe, if I am not mistaken, is the first daily layout that Erin Condren has done that is in this 7x9 size, because these are basically the same size as the standard planner, just in a binder. Compared to the small, like the petite planner, this is a very similar layout to the new petite planners. It's just bigger because it's on bigger paper. So you have your date with any holidays up there. You have your today hourly list from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., no half hours, and then a couple of extra lines at the bottom. You have a bunch of to-dos with check boxes, and then you have this open space with the little tiny calendar down in the corner, and it's only on the left-hand side. It's not on the right-hand side, and then you also have some space up here. I like this because the only random hexagon is this little tiny one, which is easy to white out. I don't understand the point of the gigantic hexagons. I still don't get the point of having this little calendar on here. I know some people do like having a little calendar, but for me personally, I don't understand why it's on the weekly layouts at all. It just, I could always just flip to the, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. But that's me. But I like how this has a lot of space. Like if you like the hourly planner, but you don't like how narrow the column is, this gives you a shit ton of space. I could use the fuck out of this for lettering. I don't like the 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. I wish, like with most hourly planners, I wish that they were more flexible because not everybody has that kind of a schedule. But that's a thing that happens with most daily planners. I also But I do like how much room you get to write here. Although I will say one thing, like this makes me feel like it's wide ruled. And when I was a kid, I remember going from wide ruled to college ruled paper and feeling like such a boss of the world. And so seeing the wide ruled makes me kind of feel like, oh man, did I downgrade? And now we get to the weekend. And I had been really hoping, because this wasn't bound, because this was single pages, that they would have given Saturday and Sunday their own days. But no. Saturday and Sunday is still on one day, and I swear to God I could link you to every other video I've done where I rant about how I don't like the weekend being on one day. But I could just tell you now that I don't like the weekend being on one day, because not everybody has the same weekend, and not everybody has Saturday and Sunday off. And even if you do have Saturday and Sunday off, most of us, that I know at least, have a lot of shit to do on the weekends. So having one list is not, like half of a page versus a full page is not necessarily convenient. If you look at almost any other daily planner in my entire oeuvre of planner reviews, you could get longer, more salty versions of that rant. My allergies are kicking in if you can't hear the nasaliness in my voice, and I just don't have the fucks to give right now. There's a nice hearty to-do list though that is longer than the to-do list on the regular pages. And then there's a blank space at the bottom for notes, inspiration, and reflection. Now what I want to know is, if there is a weekend that falls on this page, does it have the little calendar? Because that would be a waste of space on a page where there's already 2 days crammed into it. So let's find out. I don't know if I'll be able to, unless it always goes like this. It might always go like this. I don't think it's ever gonna bounce. Yeah, I don't think, oh, yeah, you're right. Like, it's never gonna move. So I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I don't think it's ever gonna move. The weeks are always gonna be the same number of days. Okay, don't pay any attention to me. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Anyway, so that is the basic layout, and then the color scheme on the monthly pages and the color scheme on the daily pages changes with each month, just the same as in the colorful planners. So if you like the colors and the kind of style of the Erin Condren colorful planners, then you're going to like the color styling of this. As for the layout itself, it feels okay. Compared to other daily planners I've seen, this one has less stuff on it because it feels like the layout itself is actually bigger. Does that make sense? Like the fonts are bigger, the lines are bigger. I was joking about the college ruled versus wide ruled, but that's a thing. Everything on here is a little bit bigger, so there's not as much shit crammed into each page, because some daily pages have like room for meal plans and all these other things. Like there's hella more shit on the pages, and these are not. These are a lot more simple. So that could be a good thing or a bad thing. You might be like, yes, this is perfect, because then I don't have to worry about filling in all the things. I just have plenty of room for my schedule and my to-do list. And other people might be like, well, why the fuck isn't there more stuff? They have room, or they just phoning it in. I can see both sides of the story. Personally, I think that this could be really good for someone like my high schooler, because they don't need the meal plans and the room for reflection and all that other bullshit. They don't need that. They just need room for their homework and, you know, their to-do list. And so I think that this could be really great for some people and really shitty for some other people. But that just depends on the person. For me personally, I don't think I would use this, but I am going to ask my high schooler if they want to use it. Now in the meanwhile, the back of it comes just with one extra note page. Like you end the month, and then there's the month ending note page, and then there's one extra note page, and I'm going to use this to pen test, and I will also pen test in the softbound planner. So for my pen test, I have a gel pen, Papermate Gel. I have a Pilot fine liner for a felt tipped pen. I have a Tombow dual brush marker, and then I have a mild liner highlighter, and I'm heavy-handed. The paper writes just like the Erin Condren, like it feels just like the regular Erin Condren paper. Looking at the back here, I've got a little bit of ridging from the gel pen, but no other ridging. And there is shadowing from all of them, including the highlighter, but not super hardcore ghosting, just a little bit of shadowing. Again, similar to my regular Erin Condren. As for the inserts, same deal. Shadowing, a little bit of ridge from the gel pen. So it performs just like the standard Erin Condren paper does. Overall, looking at these, there are things about them that I like, and there are things about them that I find disappointing. Neither of these knocked it out of the park for me. I do see where there could be a market for each of these. So who knows? I think especially with the daily, it's nice to see that they're coming out with more stuff for the binder system, because they said that they would, and it's nice to see that they are. I hope that they come out with other things, like maybe stuff that's in the petite planners already, like the meal planner or the budgeting sheets or whatever, maybe coming out with those for the binder for people who don't want to work this small. As for these guys, I wish that they would come out with horizontal in the larger size and maybe some more variety, because I really like the feel of this, and I feel like if there was an 8x10 neutral horizontal, I might be tempted to swap to that. Maybe. I don't know. Just because I like the fancy feel of this. It feels nice. Anyway, I will keep you in the loop on what my high schooler thinks of the Life Planner, the daily sheets. And if they aren't a fan, then I'll probably give them away along with the binder and all the rest of the inserts for next year. If that's something you're interested in, keep your eyes open for that. I'm stockpiling so many things for giveaways. I may just do them all in tandem with Vlogmas, so stay tuned for that. I would love to hear from you in the comments below, both what you think about these planners and other planners you'd like me to take a look at in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.